With Aaron Rodgers getting re-signed, Russell Wilson getting traded, Carson Wentz getting traded, the trade market for Kirk Cousins is really heating up. There's a whole lot of smoke going on right now. Where there's smoke, there's a little bit of flames. Definitely flames. Let's get it.
God, give me Kirk Cousins right now in Indianapolis.
So you have Pat McAfee pining for Kirk Cousins. I'm sure other teams are interested as well, but the Colts make the most sense, and let's give it to them. Give us your best offer, Colts. Come on down.
That's it on The Price is Right. Oh, Scott. Welcome aboard.
Colts to Kirk Cousins is becoming a very real thing, a possibility that many thought a few days ago was just hearsay. But Jim Irsay may end up giving the Vikings what they need to get their quarterback off the books and the Colts into the playoffs, potentially. There's too much smoke to not be fire with this Kirk Cousins trade situation. So I would almost guarantee that he is traded before free agency starts. There's a good chance that he's traded after the Deshaun Watson information is dropped. Because once we know where Deshaun's actually going to end up, then he is the absolute 100% best quarterback available. And he's not going to be as expensive as Russell Wilson was because, well, quite frankly, he's not as good as Russell Wilson. So Jason LaConfora says in a tweet, continue to hear from NFL execs that the Vikings are eager to move big contracts and reset their cap/payroll. A Kirk Cousins trade would not surprise me at this point. Still plenty of needy teams. QB would need QB to extend contract. Stay tuned. Now, it's no secret that the Vikings are in cap hell right now, and they are looking to trade multiple players. All options are on the table for multiple players. Look, let's face it, Vikings fans. Kirk Cousins isn't going to win us a Super Bowl in 2022. We do need to rebuild. We need to reset with draft capital to fill out this roster. And if your opinion is, well, let Kirk play out 2022, and then what? Why skip on the trade value if he's not going to get you a Super Bowl in 2022? Because we just flat out don't have the team to do it. But yet, some teams do need a good quarterback that could potentially make the playoffs. And from there, who knows? It just makes too much sense not to trade Kirk Cousins to these teams like the Steelers, the Colts, the Bucks, the Browns, the Dolphins. Many teams could use Kirk Cousins, and Kirk Cousins isn't the future. I'm sure most of us can agree on that. So let's just, call a spade a spade. It makes the most sense to trade Kirk Cousins now. It makes no sense to just play out his contract and let him move on. The Colts have $69.8 million in cap space. So the question remains, what are the Colts going to be able to give us for Kirk Cousins? Well, as of this year, they have a second-round pick 42 overall. They have 2 third-round picks, pick 73 and 82, a fourth, 2 fifths, a sixth, and a seventh. Now, I am okay, personally, with taking, next year's first-round pick and a third-round pick for Kirk. Now, that might seem a little on the low side for some people, but we also have to take into account that he does have a $35 million hit that the Colts will most likely end up taking all on. So would Kirk be traded for a first and a third or more? The new GM, Kwesi, is all about buying low and selling high. Well, right now is the highest Kirk has ever been. So it's time to sell. There's no reason to wait and let the value of your asset diminish and then get no return. And exactly that's what he's going to be looking at. So it makes no sense. Now, there's a whole lot of speculation that Eric Kendricks, Dalvin Cook, Adam Thielen, all those guys could be traded as well. Harrison Smith, Danielle Hunter. There's a lot of speculation on all that. And some of those guys might get traded, and a lot of us might not like the idea of that. But in the end, we are not in the position that we were 3 years ago. We're not on the cusp of playoffs. We have too many holes in this team, and we got to flat out do what's necessary. So, Colts fans, get your Colts on board with getting Kirk Cousins, because it's a real possibility. So, tell me what you guys think. Leave your comments in the section below. Will Kirk Cousins be a Colt by free agency? And if you like my content, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, skål, my brothers and sisters.